Everyone, we are Real Life is Friends podcast. I am one of your hosts, Kimberly,
Meela.
and we're on episode number 55. Can you believe it? We're on 55. Okay, us. Okay, us. So I want to go ahead and jump in and say that the great niece that has named her doll Meela after the co-host, she is celebrating her 6th birthday today. So
happy birthday, niece.
So just want to give a complete old birthday shout out to her. Now, if you have you out,
what's going on here? What happened? Happy birthday, niece. I think we're still recording.
Yep,
happy birthday, niece.
Life just be happening. Things just be happening.
Okay. I gave a little song. Happy niece.
So happy my computer is trying to install something. I'm like,
now, mind you, this is the one that told me, get on your computer sooner rather than later. And I was on time, in position, computer up, everything. I even moved locations.
Why, thank you.
Now, how about them apples?
How about that? Kiss me outside. How about that? First of all, I was prepared, but what had happened was...
What had happened, Kim?
What had happened was, I normally wear the shirt that I wear to work, and I went to the new Mexican restaurant, and apparently I wasted a lot of stuff on my shirt, so I had to find another shirt. So I tried.
I take it the guacamole or whatever it was at the Mexican restaurant was good.
No, I think it was like the salsa, and then I think the cheese fell down me. It was a lot of things that was going on. But now I need to make sure. Okay. I think okay. So let's play some intermediates. Let's play some music real quick. Bear with me. Okay. Let's start this all the way over. Episode number 55 of Real Lifeish Friends podcast, where the group chat turns into a podcast. So got that all out of the way.
You know
So
what?
I'm gonna do things a little bit different today.
Okay.
For only for once I do it, you'll understand why I did it.
Okay.
So for episode 55, a Real Life is Friends podcast, the friend in my head is really my actual friend. And that is none other than my co host, Meela, because it is social worker either week or month. And I
Mom.
want to,
Yes.
okay, month. Okay. And I want to acknowledge her for that. And I ain't want her to talk later on and then bring it up. And then I'll be like, you messed my moment up. So, in order for me to have my moment,
Well, thank you. I
yeah.
appreciate
So
that.
my friend is my real in my head is my real actual friend in real life. So,
Thank you.
and I hope your
Because
job is
us
doing
social workers
amazing
work
things
hard.
for you all. Um, yeah, I
Thank
really
you.
hope
Thank
they
you.
are. Yep. So I just wanted to give a complete friend in my head to Meela, one of my favorite social workers, maybe also one of my only social workers I know, but it does not matter.
I'm a social worker to all, baby. Not just doing business off hours. After hours. I social work everybody. You hear me? I give the people help, resources, counseling. Shit, I had to start doing EAP payments after ride. I'm at to start charging folks. But
Well, okay. I'll let you be great in this moment.
but thank you, friend.
You're welcome.
And Sonny said thank you for
No,
acknowledging me.
we. I'm trying to be nice. I'm doing my best I can. It's so difficult sometimes. But anyway, so what did you do this weekend?
I was completely lazy this weekend.
Is
I
that different
mean,
from other weekends?
no, not really.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure I
Not really.
understood. Okay.
I was just like, you know what? Staying in. I just didn't feel like going nowhere. And maybe, it's kind of like the weather is iffy and, then the time changed and,
Mm.
uh, but I mean, I watched an oldie but goodie, Minister Society, because I was like, you know what? Kind of tired of just watching. I watch my other shows, of course, but I said I'm gonna watch that, and I forgot I liked that movie.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Is this Minister Society while drinking your juice in the hood or just regular Minister Society?
Just the regular. We don't go.
Oh,
We don't do the extra.
I don't know anything about it then.
You don't know that one with Lorenz Tate in it?
You thought I watched it. Oh, that's so sweet. You thought I watched it. Do it look like something I would watch?
You know what? What did you do this weekend?
So I walked this weekend.
Did you report any dogs loose?
I just told the person that had a dog that it was. I almost told the worker, but he kind of disappeared on me. Didn't really appreciate that, but he kind of disappeared on me. I did go to Henry's, 12th South. Went there on Sunday. Yeah,
How
went there
was
on
it?
Sunday. It was good. I think the next time I go back, I'm gonna get the burger, and they also have something called daiquiri. So
Mm.
it's rum and tequila, baby. So
Oh, that sound
I
like that
just
sound
sound
like
like a
that's a
plan.
headache.
No, that sound like a
Huh?
plan. That
Sound
sound
like
like a
a
plan.
headache too.
So, next time I go, I will want to try that. I several reasons why I wouldn't try it this time because um I just knew that the time was gonna be creeped up on me and I was gonna have to drive in the dark in. I that actually happened, and we know I can't see in the dark for real. So why take chances? Plus, I don't
Well,
drink
what?
and drive anyway, and I definitely ain't gonna drink and drive in the dark. I don't. I don't drive in the rain in the dark. I don't drink and drive. Period. Point blank. But definitely not doing that in the dark. Just saying.
What time
Thankfully,
did you
it
go
wouldn't
down
rain.
there?
I made it there around 4:35.
Did you not think it was gonna get dark an hour later?
No, the time changed on Sunday.
Oh, it was
It didn't
Sunday.
get
Okay,
dark
okay,
till like 7 something.
okay. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you said you went Saturday. Okay.
Sa-
Where is it
Sunday.
at downtown
12
now?
South. 12 South.
Oh,
You know our
okay.
old stumping ground. We used to go every lunch,
Sure
just
did.
about, or
Ooh.
several times a week. We would go. But yeah.
Where
What's
we would go to
Bar Taco? I
Sprinkles,
was like, what's the other place? Yeah, Sprinkles, Bar Taco,
Endless,
at
not
least. Yeah.
Endless,
Yeah,
the
at least
barbecue
down there. Yeah.
place.
Hmm.
I feel like we went somewhere else down there.
Ain't no
Those were the good
telling.
old times, boy.
I know.
Didn't have to clock out for lunch. Just go, you know.
I had to clock out. I'm like, you speak for yourself. Like, I was like, speak for yourself. I had to clock out.
um,
I just kind of free, I'm freestanding with it. I just took the time. I still have my 40 hours. That's what's important. Still have a time in. But yeah. Hmm.
those were the times. They
Yep.
were good times. They,
Yep.
they were they were good times.
So
Mm.
yeah, so that's why I have this shirt on, because it was the only shirt that I could find initially that did not require me throwing it in the dryer, because clearly I was not gonna iron anything. And clearly I could not, yeah, I couldn't do the other things because my other shirt was dirty, and I didn't appreciate that I got it dirty, because I try to be extra careful on podcast day, because I try to wear the same outfit that I wore to work.
And you
Okay,
went back
same
to work.
shirt, same shirt, same shirt.
Wait a minute. And so you went back to work with that messy shirt. You didn't have nothing in the car, back up in the car. You usually have stuff backed up in the car,
I'm
like an
just gonna
extra
I'm just
something.
gonna be in my office. So absolutely not. Plus I think I also waste more stuff when I was in the office as well. Cause I ate my leftovers while I was still at work. From the
Damn, you need a
Mexican
bill.
restaurant.
You need one of them rubber bills that babies be having on, and then it got the pocket in it.
The
That's
ketchup. I don't want to catch it.
what you did.
Tragic. Tragic.
What's a fashion show with no
Okay.
fashion? Drag.
But yep. So for episode number 55, what we are watching, we watched it, right? Okay. Let me give you the name of it, because baby, I done screwed up the name even by telling you what to watch. I was like, let me just screenshot this, because the way I'm giving you the wrong name. And I knew I was giving you the wrong name. I was like, figure it out. Figure it out. It was only one. That was like the plane movie on Lifetime. Watch that. But it's called Push Off a Plane and Survive. It has none other than Eva the Diva from
Mm-hmm.
American Next Top Model winner.
Mm-hmm.
Cycle 3 or 4, I believe. But
Yeah.
anyway, so based on your
And the guy
expression,
Tyler, what's it? Not Tyler. What's his name?
I think it's like Tyler LePledge or something like that. That's at least
Yeah.
what I call him. I don't really know his name for real either, but I call him Tyler LePledge.
He plays in P Valley. He was in Half and a Half Nots. I want to say he was in that movie with well, not Megan Good. What was that girl? Oh, it was a Tyler Perry movie. They was down in Bell Buckle. Uh, you watched it. I feel like we watched it. Felicia
Hmm.
Rashad was in it.
Oh, you talking about Grace, the one fallen
Yeah,
Grace or Grace
yeah, Grace or
fallen Grace,
Moses or
fallen Grace.
Fallen Grace. Yeah. Uh,
Yeah,
that
it's Tyler LaPlay. I don't know
okay.
how you pronounce it because apparently I side note, I was watching a clip of a podcast and it had Precious on it. I'm saying Precious because I did
Gabby
not realize
Cinnabon.
that is see, we be calling her Gabby, but her name is not Gabby.
What is it?
It's like Gabaron Sudabi or something like that.
Her name be what
Yes. And then I was like, yeah, once I looked at how you spell that name, that does not say Gabby. That's not like a Gabrielle or anything. It's like Gabrielle Gabriele. Apparently she singly. She's from Senegal.
now? We've been saying
Well,
baby
she
her name wrong.
yes.
Wow.
But so I say all that to say I'm probably saying Tyler LePlay wrong as well. He might be from somewhere in a different country that has an accent that I'm not familiar with.
He looked like he's straight from Texas or somewhere.
Mm. But she was born here. She just has that was a very interesting podcast. Let me just say that that clip that I read, it was I listened to. It was like only 12 minutes, but she said that her family, her mom and dad are really related to each other. Like it's the same line, even though her mom is from Georgia and her father's from Senegal.
Hmm.
But apparently,
Her mama died not too long ago, right?
uh, I don't know.
I feel like her mom died not too long ago.
Mm. But yeah. But
I like
anyway,
Gabby.
I do too. She was hilarious. I seen the clip. If I still saved it, I send it to you.
Okay.
But anyway, I say all that to say, I found this movie entertaining, but I was annoyed most of the movie.
I'm glad you said it.
I was annoyed because why you ain't
Pause.
listening to your sister?
Facts. Now, there was another movie I feel like Eva and Tyler was in, and she was put in a coffin, buried alive.
Mm. Oh yeah, that's also on Lifetime as well.
And it
It's
was
Buried
them two,
Alive.
right? I think it was those two.
Uh,
I know Eva was in it, but I feel like he was too because he was that boy daddy or something. But anyway, uh, tell give your thoughts on because you done had me. I wasted an hour and 30 minutes on that.
First of all,
I could have been watching something about
listen,
Jonestown,
I asked you what to watch. I asked you what to watch.
and I didn't
And
have nothing.
I was
So
like, I've been watching some Lifetime movies. That's what I said. I've been watching some Lifetime movies because I've been watching a whole bunch of the Lifetime movies. So the thing about it is that everybody in that movie, other than the sister, was doing too much.
she got married. She jumped out of plane. It was like, how did he? Okay, maybe because I think maybe skydiving maybe was on her bucket list, but it was like, how did he know it was on her bucket list? And then he planned it. It was like it was too much. It was all over the place.
Yeah, and yeah, that other movie is Buried Alive and Survived. I know she's
Okay.
in it. I can't remember, you know. But so the gist of the movie is that, and it's based on a real story. Yes. Yes.
Seriously?
Inspired by the true 2015 case of Victoria
Out of Georgia?
Solaris, who survived the 40,000-foot fall after her husband sabotaged both her main and reserve parachute.
Mm.
So This
You
was
know,
based
like,
on this was based on a true story.
well, it's like you said, nobody in this movie had no good sense other than the good sister. I don't even know. It was like, how did y'all go from skydiving to a brochure of a wedding chapel in wherever, and then going in on the business? It was like that rascal was shaky from the get go.
And first,
Like he was
yes.
just doing too much.
And first of all, if you get arrested and then I find out, like, if I, first of all, these are not questions that are you gonna get. Now, you may lie to me, but you're never gonna tell me that I didn't ask. And let me tell you the reason why I, I, I ask many questions. Because, back in the day, I went out with one of my friends. I won't say exactly where I was at, but it wasn't in the city that I lived in. And this guy was trying to talk to me. And the guy proceeded to tell me that he used to be gay. I said, huh? I said, used to be.
You
And
wouldn't run that with what's his
at
name?
that point, no, this
Caldwell.
was,
Wouldn't you? Went with Andrew Caldwell, was you?
and at that point I said, you just got to ask questions. People may lie to you, but you got to ask, because another situation happened and somebody was like, well, you didn't ask me. It was about something totally different. And I said, I'm going to ask. You will have to lie to me. Hopefully you don't lie to me, but you will have to lie to me, because I'm going to ask. Because no, this is not what we going to be doing. You ain't going to be sitting up here just lying. Like, you ain't going to be sitting up here and saying, well, you didn't ask. You didn't ask. You didn't ask. I asked. I will ask you anything. I always say, you can ask anybody anything. They don't have to respond, but you can ask anybody anything.
True.
But seriously, but the fact that he had already had a past in criminal history and forgot to disclose that, then you gonna turn around and cheat on me, and then talking about she felt bad because what it was, he didn't have a place to stay or something. Was that what it was? I can't remember right now, because I had saw something else that
Eva, the white lady.
Eva, like the
Okay.
man, he said, did he say he didn't have a place to stay or something
He did
happened?
kind of move in because he changed the spare bedroom to like a gym or something. Because sister was like, yeah, you done moved in, you done rearranged or did something. He ended up working out.
But they were married at that point. But I'm talking about when
Oh,
when the
okay.
sister caught him cheating and she kicked
Yes.
him out.
Yes. Took the
And
picture at the club. And sis was like in his face.
and I can't I don't know why I'm drawing a blank of what he said, and she felt kind of bad for him, and she let him still stay in the house and like come back in the house or whatever. Either he said that he didn't like some about conditions, maybe, or something, like maybe he was pretending that he didn't have a place to stay or something like that. And I'm like, I trust me, life
Foolishness.
life is life. Things happen in life.
True.
You know, one minute you could be up, next minute you can be down.
Facts.
I just hope I'm never in a position where someone cheats on me, wants my money, and then I feel too bad for them and be like, you can still stay and leash off me. First of all, I'm not drinking anything in my house. I'm not touching anything in my house because I don't trust you.
Not
And
even
then
sleep in the house, much less.
like he had already basically tried to drown her. And she was like one from the sister, she wouldn't be alive. She wouldn't have been alive
He told her
because
she had worked too hard. You just been working too hard. He's sitting up in there watching Sports Center or watching some
just
cell
waiting for
phone
her to
right,
die. Just waiting for her
just
to die.
sitting there chilling. Oh, mad the sister done rung the doorbell and carrying on.
And I'm like,
Dude.
if you all of a sudden catch yourself almost drowning in your bathtub and you got a husband and he ain't try to check on you and what from your sister, you wouldn't be alive. Man, and then I found out you cheated. Listen, I'm not gonna feel you tried to kill me and you want me to feel bad for you.
But then I was like, okay, she don't slip. Now I've never fell asleep in the tub. I don't want to. I've never been that tired to fall asleep in the tub. Uh, I'm mad that when she slid under, she didn't wake up.
Cause he gave her the little things and then gonna open up the mail because he knew he was. I'm like, girl, you don't have to be that stupid for love.
What
I
did
get the fact that you be stupid. We've all been stupid.
what
Definitely all
movie
been
was that?
stupid, myself included. But
Oh,
I'm
everybody's been fooled.
but I'm not, you can try to kill me and I still let you stay in my house, stupid. I'm not that stupid. Mm-mm.
And then there was an insurance policy or something. Is that when he opened up the mail and saw the insurance policy? Or he took one out on her?
He was just, I think he did take one out. He was just
Okay.
doing too much.
No, because the white lady,
The bartender.
well, the one he tossed off the thing.
Yeah. Because first of all, I'm like, you knew he was married. See, this is my thing. This is why people always say don't deal with people that have nothing to lose. Cause they'll
Facts.
help you lose yours. Cause baby girl was delusional. He knew she already knew he was married. And then he's telling you this is the person whose money I'm using to get this lounge or club going on, and you still want to be stuck on stupid. I
The
couldn't even
only
feel bad
time,
for you.
well, the only time I said, okay, maybe she got a little sense is when she was talking to sis and she didn't hang the phone up. She just put it in her purse. I said, whoo, okay. She woke up just a tinge when they
Okay.
was down there at the warehouse.
I was like, well, I was hoping that she wasn't gonna hang up, but I was like, she just being dumb a lot, and I just don't know exactly is her level. Like, you gonna get yourself killed,
Girl, you almost died. You don't been
okay?
dangling from them bushes and trees. And he, get my wife, get my wife, get my wife, let me go. Sir,
You did not care, and then wanted to hide the evidence when the mail came of the toxicology report.
when did they start mailing toxicology reports?
I don't, I don't know. I don't know.
Didn't think that.
I guess you
I
could
just
have
thought,
it mailed to it. I don't know.
I mean,
I
it's on
guess you
your,
could also have the option of that.
the way stuff is digitalized now, and you can look at your medical records.
Yeah, but this also was 2015.
Okay, still,
Like,
we were
even though
still,
everything still was digital, I'm saying, like, it may be a reason why. And also, it says that she was in I don't know if this happened in the United States,
oh, really?
technically, because, yeah, it didn't happen in the United States.
Oh, where did this happen at?
Because the lady, wait, hold on. Oh, wait, hold on. Never mind that part. Apparently there was another incident that happened similar to this of the person falling out of the plane. But
So, in other words,
the
don't go
person that this movie
skydiving.
was born based on, she was a British Army officer. So I'm assuming it happened somewhere in Britain.
Okay.
Uh, so that could explain while the male. But you also know that they also, they have creative license, I should say. So maybe some of that. But and this is the thing. She thought her sister was a whole hater, but
Sister
her
with no
sister was
hater.
not a hater at all. Her sister saw that she was marrying someone that she shouldn't have been marrying. She was
She
dealing
knew
with a
sister
person
with no
that,
hater. When she had sister sitting behind her at the next date. Yeah, you want to get sister now. If I'd have been sister, I'd have said, take your ass down there. You didn't need me last time.
the one thing that I kept on thinking was going to happen in the movie, I thought that he was going to with eventually meet up with that guy
Oh,
that
the
she
one
went on
with
the
the.
date with. Cause I just
Ah,
knew that was a whole complete setup. Hey,
okay.
auntie and uncle.
Hey, y'all. Hey, hey.
But yeah, but I just knew it was gonna be a whole complete setup at that point. Like, you know, but it wasn't. And I was thoroughly shocked by it. But I found it in like I enjoyed it, but I was annoyed because I'm like, we gotta be smarter than this, ladies.
You
We
know,
we have to be smarter than this. Everybody does not and is not a hater. No, everybody
that
is not jealous of what you have. Because at the end of the day, we don't know what these people be going through to get what they have.
true.
And she was basically, you know, she was basically getting attempted murder several times just to have a husband. I don't want that for myself. I don't want that for you. I don't want that for people that I know.
Not at
So,
all.
and I'm like, your sister is just more observant because sometimes when you in the moment, you ain't really, you know,
Present. You ain't really think.
yeah,
You drunk in love, as Beyonce say.
exactly.
You
But I'm
drunk in
like,
love.
how many times can a person try to kill you before you eventually be like, you know, this has to be, and then she literally had to be convinced. She had to be convinced that this man, even after the cheating, even after the drowning, even after her falling out of the plane, she still had to be even after he done killed the homegirl, she still had to be convinced that this guy wanted to harm her.
Toss baby girl over that balcony like a sack of potatoes.
But she was doing too much. Bartender girl was doing too much.
I would say that, I mean, it was entertaining. Now, do I think it would get an Oscar nomination? No.
Girl, no, this lifetime. They
But
ain't
let
even
me
looking
just say
for it.
this.
They ain't even looking for it.
There used to be a time, and now this might have been granted 20 some odd years ago, when I wouldn't do nothing but lay on a good Saturday, sit up and watch all the Lifetime movies. Now back then, they was hunting women that was scoring. Betty Broderick, let me tell you, The Burning Bed.
You know, some
That
of
was
those things are back on the app too.
good. Cause let me tell you, that's how I found out about Betty Broderick, baby. Ran that Tahoe in that ex-husband. Now she didn't have to kill them folks, but she ran that Tahoe through that front door. And do you know when I was in San Diego for that travel assignment, I went
Mm-hmm.
by that house
Mm.
because I just wanted to see where she ran the famous house she ran that Tahoe through. Uh but Lifetime movies used to.
Well, they have different ones. Like I said, that one is based off a true story.
But sometimes when I mean, I just feel like I needed a little more oomph. I
Mm.
mean, it just looked like it really was just another version of her being buried alive in the other movie that was, I think, quote unquote,
Mm.
based on a true story. So it was like she's playing. I'm all for anybody working, so let me say this. So no,
Yeah.
you know, ain't nothing
No
bad
hate.
against, no
Yeah.
hate. But I feel like it's just another version of the other movie that she played in. And I'm hoping that he's not going to take on roles where he's going to be the villain. Um, I don't want him to get, what's the word?
Typecast.
I'm not typecast as that. Because I think he's a good actor. Because when he was on Have and Have Nots, I thought he was like, okay, he's a little off. But that was his character. you know. But I just hope he don't always get cast as the bad guy, the low
Mm.
down evil boyfriend that's coming to kill. I hope that's not it. But it was entertaining. I mean, it was Lifetime. Um, I don't know. Maybe I should have watched the other movie you suggested, but I rolled with this one.
Yeah, I be watching all the Lifetime movies, baby.
Well, and you know what, too, because I guess you don't have to pay for the Lifetime app, do you?
No, it's free, and they be having some of these movies that they just showed the day before. Um, and I appreciate that. Now, then they will also lock it up, and then you will need to have your own subscription.
But
But
that's okay.
mm,
That's all right. I mean, if they just show like the old movies and stuff are on now, then I'm here for it.
eh,
I don't have to watch stuff in real time. I can watch it the next day.
okay,
Um,
I ain't gonna watch
so
it the same day anyway.
and if
I
if
don't watch
I'm
any. I don't watch anything the same day.
mm,
And that you're right. The Buried Alive and Survive. It was also a movie with Tyler and Eva, and it was also inspired by a true story.
okay. Now that one was a little bit more interesting
Oh
than you have to
yeah,
watch that one,
I
the
watched
Buried
it.
Alive one, because it was, I would say, a tad bit more interesting than the skydiving. I mean, anything. I mean, based off a true story, you really can't be mad. But let me
Yeah.
tell you, I don't know if I'd have went on too many more skydiving excursions with him. Uh he was just a little too gun ho about that, about
Hmm.
skydiving. So, but
And then
man,
also a little bit gun ho about like first of all, okay, he was trying to criticize her business acumen by saying you don't know how it feels like be a lounge owner, start this business, dude. You ain't starting no business. One.
and she got a whole salon or
And
whatever it
then
was she had
salon.
right there.
And then I'm like, I don't know if this just Alabama, but I'm quite sure it's probably everywhere else. But the likelihood of you actually getting a liquor license and you are a felon,
Slim to none. That's why he
okay.
wanted to get with her. Because he know at least she had a beauty shop license, cosmetology license. So I guess he figured she could give me some liquor license too. I
Cause
don't
I'm
know.
like, there's a lot of people that like I remember when Rock and Roll Sushi opened in Madison,
Uh-huh.
and I guess they hadn't completed all their paperwork for their liquor license and stuff like that. So they didn't even have their liquor license when they first opened and stuff like that. So I'm
Mm.
like, do you really think Mr. Nightclub? And then like the guy, like Eva was saying, like, we don't need your friend there because your
The,
friend too wild. Your friend, like, what kind of lounge are you setting up? Because he presents himself that it's gonna be like a sophisticated lounge, but yet and still your partner with the lounge is straight up from the hood, baby.
let me tell you,
And
straight
nothing wrong with
bootlegger
people from
house.
the hood, but I'm just saying, like, this is a person like they ain't never been outside the projects of they hood, and that
Now
was
I
it.
felt like he was in the airplane when that thing
Mm,
malfunctioned. I feel like I remember. Of course, most of the folks had the little things on,
yeah.
but he kind of, his eyes kind of. I was like, "Is that the old boy?" Maybe, I don't know, but And yeah, it was. If you want a good movie, I mean a good, interesting, something to kill the time,
Hmm.
something to play in the background. This is it. I give it a 2 out
And
of 5.
to let out your frustrations, because you're just gonna watch this and be like, "Girl, get it
Pretty much.
together." If you ever think you're dumb in a relationship, watch this movie. You're gonna feel smart. You're gonna be like, you know what? I might be smart after all, because she was dumb. That's
Yeah,
what she was giving me.
I would say, I mean, it's a 2 you can have on the background, while you washing dishes, cooking dinner, folding laundry. Uh, you can pay attention to it, but not really pay attention to it and still kind of catch on with what's going on. So,
Because he just really spent the most of the time cheating on her
yeah,
and
pretty
trying to
much.
figure out ways to kill her. That's pretty much the movie. And the sister is trying to get her to understand that fat meat ain't greasy, and she's still like, so,
Yeah.
but yeah. But
Hmm.
yeah, so what the friend group is screenshotting this week. So none other than, is it Amy Luciano? Amy Lu whatever? Hmm. Amy girl from Love and Hip Hop, and Dwight, because she went on a whole rant and about how he tried to use her child to lie to authorities on her. The child got taken away. She said her child, but I don't know if she had kids. So I'm so confused about who child was who.
What I thought she
But
said too, like my stepson or stepdaughter. I felt like she said step in the middle of it, but again, she could have been all on that dope,
I feel
the
like
bag that
all
she showed.
I feel like all the kids that, from what I recall, she doesn't have any kids, and all the kids in reference were his kids, because
Now, okay.
he has some custody of some of his kids, because the mama passed away.
Oh, because I was about to say who granted him.
But he has money, so
True.
it's
Cause
easy
most,
for him, because, like, I follow Royce. I follow Royce Reed from Basketball Wives Miami, baby. I
I
follow
mean,
Royce.
Royce tried to tell us. Nobody
Baby,
wanted to believe Royce.
I believed
Everybody
her.
thought she was crazy.
I felt like she had no reason to be crazy. And then somebody was like, you should have made wiser decisions instead of knowing he already had 5 baby mamas or something like that. I guess they were trying to talk to Royce or whatever. But I'm like, Royce has his oldest child. What are you talking about? He ain't had no more having kids until.
So
So,
how did the other kid's mama die?
one of them died maybe a couple years ago. Something
Hmm.
happened, but she ended up dying. Let me figure out.
Huh?
I Google real quick. You know me. But yeah, um so basically the child got taken from CPS. She said she can call the police at least 3 times on him. She said that he's, an addict and all of this stuff. And nobody wants to believe her because he has this money. And but I'm like, so basically the things that Royce
I mean, Royce. Yeah.
said in the beginning, and you kind of dismiss everything. And again, going back to this movie, people out here thinking other people are haters. No, they just know better. There is no reason to hate on you being in a relationship or being married to a man that is questionable about a lot of things.
Now this is the problem I have with that. First, I
And
didn't know the girl was on. He did what?
uh-uh. You know the girl was on what? Love and Hip Hop?
Yeah, because it's been a while since I watched Love and Hip Hop. Because I think a coworker today we was talking about them, and she had mentioned that she was on Love and Hip Hop. But
Mm-hmm.
I guess my question is, when she started dating him, because I kind of remember everything being on social media, they was all lovey-dovey, yeah, my man, my man, my man, showing the ring and they out partying and all this stuff. Now, he doesn't look like he's an occasional drug user. He looks like somebody that may actually use it
Like a
frequently.
party. Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, party frequently or whatever. But I feel like this is something that she knew going into this before she married him, that he maybe had a drug problem. But then my
We're gonna
thing is this
allegedly
too.
has a drug problem.
Allegedly.
Let's just we don't want to get
Allegedly.
sued.
Right. Yeah, allegedly. But then my thing is this too is that okay, if you with somebody and CPS been called, not warned, you can kind of look at warrants because you may be like, that kid just didn't want to get punished and or somebody
Well, no, she's
lying.
been the one that's calling the police, apparently.
So she calling the police and she's still staying there. So what does that tell you? And then not only do you get on IG Live, you crying your eyes out, but then you pick up not a sandwich bag. We talking about a freezer bag of shit.
One of them gallon ones.
A whole gallon. But before she even picked it up, she put something in her hand and dumped it back in the sandwich bag, gallon bag. So I have a hard time having sympathy for her because I feel like a lot of times most of these women, now most of them may marry for love, and some of them I feel marry also too for the money and for who that person is. Now he's had a track record when Polo Royce was on basketball. Why she couldn't even say his name.
Mm-mm. Had a gag
You
order,
know,
and he kept taking her to court. That's what she was saying. He kept taking her to court, and she
mm-hmm,
kept on having to spend more money and more money and more money. So
right.
any money that she was able to get, he kept taking her to court,
He done
and
took
she,
it.
yeah.
Right. So again, my thing is, why are you? And they ain't been married long. It hasn't been a year.
They said it was like 14 months.
Okay, that's 12 years, I guess, in reality.
Okay.
In celebrity world. Uh, but I just feel that the writing was on the wall. She just chose not to pay attention to the writing.
Mm-hmm.
And then too, allegedly, I'm gonna say maybe allegedly she was on that stuff too. I mean, you find somebody that like the same vices you like, or
Because
like to
why are
do.
you getting on camera? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead,
Why
go
are you
ahead.
getting on camera with the cocoa?
Cause we know it ain't powdered
And
sugar for funnel cakes,
you already talking about the CPS that took the child.
baby. They
Like
see,
who like it's common sense in the room with us. Like Eva, at least it was a movie based on a true story. But Lisa's Amy over here is living the delusions and the craziness in real time. We seeing this work out in real time. And then he turned around and filed for divorce.
let me tell you something. 2 Chainz told us a long time ago, the feds be watching. That was 2 Chainz. I believe it was 2 Chainz that
You know,
said,
he went to Alabama State. I just want to throw that out there.
mm-hmm,
Mm-hmm.
yep, he'll
Just wanted
horn
to
it.
throw that out there.
Yeah,
Okay.
I ain't mad at that because hey, all right. He played basketball there. That's all right. Went to HBCU. I rock with him. But
Okay.
2 Chainz said the feds is watching. Now, what make her think the CPS worker ain't on the IG or got somebody on the IG looking at them? They may not. That person may not want to get caught looking at your live.
They
But then
said that
again,
I guess she went back and deleted some of her posts.
it's
But
too late now.
why are you exactly? Because the
Folks so
shade room already
screenshotted
took
it.
it, and probably the neighborhood people and whoever else done probably already sat here and screen recorded this sucker. They have it
Hell,
already.
Jet Magazine probably got it on their. So it's out there. What I think what people fail to realize is that once it goes out there into the universe of the inters and the net, into Al Gore internet and Blue Ivy internet for the for the new age folks. Oh, she on the phone. That it is out there. So you go, oh, it's out there in the universe. The people gonna be able to pull it up. So I
It's
don't
in the
care if you believe it.
clouds. It's in the clouds, baby.
Baby, it's up there next to Jesus in a minute. So you can't delete it. It is there.
It's meaning the
So
iCloud, not the real cloud.
it's in the clouds. Them iClouds, them Google clouds, the Yahoo cloud, the Outlook cloud. Every cloud service that we have out here, baby, is out there. And everybody has either screenshotted and, like you said, has shared it and all of that stuff. So she can delete it. And again, the CPS folks, baby, already done got hold of it. Now, will he be able to probably get out of it? He probably could. He probably can kind of say that's her. She on that stuff. He probably.
She tried to frame me because, there is no telling because, she's right and Royce is being right. He has the money to keep on taking it because he wants to have a certain kind of image that he wants to portray. Mm-hmm. But this is the thing. She says that it's for the kids, and Royce said for the kids. But when we were saying things, you didn't care. And it was about the kids then. Because allegedly, he has allowed allegedly there has been some touching of underage kids that have occurred under his care.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Because that's kind of sort of what happened to Roy's son. Because then he turned around and did it to someone else.
I remember that a while back when it was reported that her son, because didn't she kind of get arrested or something for that?
Yeah, she got arrested because she was under orders to not let him be around any other kids. And she left him at the house or left him under. I take it back. She was supposed to always supervise him and never leave him unattended with any kids. I think it was unattended. And he ended up being unattended and he did some things to
now how old is their child?
He's like I think 18 or 19 now.
But when that happened, that was about what, 2 years ago?
No, I think that happened. I think he was like 14. I think he was like 14 when that happened.
Okay.
Happened. Maybe 16 at the most. But I think he was somewhere around 14. Because I think it's been a lot more years than we think it has been.
Again, I think when people show you...
Oh, he's 18. He's 18.
Oh, he's 18. Because I think he put a thing out too, saying, I guess he wished his dad would do something. I don't know. I feel like when everybody can't be lying about a person. Because I'm not familiar if anybody else has came out and said something about him. But again, I feel like there has to be some level of truth.
Yeah.
Because if he did not want her to say his name like on Basketball Wives, and he's always suing and XYZ. I feel like there has to be some level of concern.
You
I mean,
know,
if you feel like if he approaches you and you're dating, and I
yeah.
think maybe some people do just kind of get caught up in celebrity, you know, being with a celebrity and the fame that comes with that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but again, I feel like you have to. Common sense is not so common,
Exactly.
and so I feel like, and the internet has a lot of stuff on there.
Mm-hmm.
And you can always do a quick Google search of antibody. Hell, and in some states, hell, even legal cases can be, if you take enough time,
Yeah.
you can
If you know
find
where
that.
you're looking, you know where you're looking.
You got to know where you're looking. So I
Mm-hmm.
feel like all of that stuff is out there. So, and it goes back to ask questions when you're dating somebody,
Mm-hmm.
because anybody can put a facade on and give their representative, and anybody can always say, oh, she was lying, she was XYZ, but then no, and then you get in there and you find out you really fucked up, you
And
really
then
got some problems.
the issue that I also feel, because like I said, I've been following Royce since, you know, first season of Basketball Wives,
Mm-hmm.
Miami. And one of the things that it seems to be is that Royce is outspoken. And I
Mm-hmm.
think some of the other mamas, because of either what they know that they put him through or they need the money directly from him or something like that, I feel like some of them shut up
Mm-hmm.
and don't say anything at all. Whereas Royce is like, no, I'm a college educated woman. I have talent, I have skills, and I'm going to speak up for myself. I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
speak up for my child. I'm going to speak up because she has spoken up for the other kids as well. Um,
Mm.
and I think a lot of times the person that speaks up is the one that receives the most hate and the most, you know, energy, bad energy or whatever
Right.
toward it because of the simple fact that they refuse to be quiet and allow things to happen as they are
Mm-hmm.
happening.
Right.
Um, because it seems like everything that Royce has said about him is true.
Mm-hmm.
And
And you know what?
she,
Folks, some of them owe her an apology because they
yeah.
thought that woman was around that line.
And I, like I said, I ain't never thought she was lying. I felt like there was really no reason for her to lie. Cause
Mm.
why would you continue to want to keep on going through this just for what reason?
Right. Like, what's the benefit for me to keep lying?
Yeah.
And I
You
feel maybe
know,
even to the other kids, mom, besides of course the one that's deceased. But
and by the way,
again,
she had a seizure. She had a
oh,
seizure and
okay.
passed away. And that was like
Uh
2020, I think.
oh wow.
It's been
Okay.
a minute.
I think that a lot of I think most women, let me say this. I think when some people get with celebrities, they look at it as a come up,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't want to mess with their bag.
Yeah.
And that bag can be child support
Mm-hmm.
or whatever extra. And you don't want to go against
Yeah.
the hand that's giving you the money. Whether you know the shit they doing is foul anyway. But you're not gonna go against it because again, you want the benefits of saying I have
Yeah.
so and so's baby. You said even though if you know they're a certified jackass, douchebag, need to be up under somebody's jail,
Okay.
or need to be in on probation with somebody. You do not want to lose that money.
Mm-mm.
That's just plain and simple. Folks don't want to lose that money. And so you have to commend Royce for having the courage to get up and stand and say,
Mm-hmm.
no, this motherfucker crazy.
And she been
He does
consistent.
X ain't been consistent because her story ain't changed.
Hmm.
None.
And she tell
She,
the one thing I also like about Royce, because a couple months back, I think after they had got married and stuff like that, him and Amy got married. Like it was her and a couple other people like just detailing like situations that happened when. And the one thing I like about Royce is that there was a lot of times that it didn't even put her in a bad light. It made her be like, "Girl, you know all this going on. Why is you dealing with this man?" And
mm-hmm,
she, to me, when you can even tell on yourself, there's a level of
mm-hmm.
truth about it, definitely a level of truth for me, because I'm
Right.
like, most people ain't willing to tell on themselves,
Oh no, by no means.
but she
Because
was
they don't
willing to
want to look
tell
the
on
fool.
herself and be like, yeah, I was dumb, I was still asleep, I still slept with him, this, that, and the third. Yes, I knew about this, all this stuff, but I was at the house, and and I
Mm-hmm,
think also with him, because she was saying that at one point in time, allegedly, Royce was saying that um he wanted to buy her a house, but she wanted to buy her own
mm.
because she wanted something that he couldn't just take away from her.
Makes sense.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I think a lot of the people, a lot of the times, especially in this situation with a celebrity or, famous person, is that they're paying all this stuff and everything is tied. So you ain't gonna say anything. The likelihood of you saying something when you don't have any money, kind of similar to the Cassie Diddy situation, where
Mm-hmm.
everything is being controlled by this person. How you eat is pretty much being controlled by this person. So the likelihood of you speaking up is going to be slim to none. Whereas a person that has their own and is independent
Mm-hmm.
enough, they can walk away
Right.
because they're going to be okay
Mm-hmm.
regardless, because they're not depending on that income or that money to survive. They're like, no, I will survive anyway.
Right. Right. Well, and I mean, just take it for instance, like what's her name, Portia on the Housewife. She
Mm-hmm.
got to go around here now and refinance that house that she had with that man. See, she made. You got to be thinking about these things. You can't go out here and get you no Rolls Royce, baby, because when the shit hit the fan and he leave you, is you gonna be able to afford? Because I feel like them when they buy them Rolls Royce, baby, they got payments on them. I don't know if anybody's forking out all the cash for it.
Yeah, I think that house, maybe was it like 5 million or something, 10 million. It was
See,
more than it was more than the house that she had or whatever. And then I was
mm-hmm.
like, girl, you said your house had an unfinished basement. Baby, finish your basement and go on about your business.
Do you hear me?
In your
And
house, something that's a little bit more affordable. Um,
give baby girl that playroom down in that basement. Make it a guest room. You hear me? But again, you know what it come. This is what the thing is. There, people do instead of living within their means, they want to impress other folks.
yeah.
And this can't. And this is just not celebrities that are doing it.
Mm-mm.
Again, it is regular everyday folks that are, to the point where they feel like they have to compete with other folks. So, if you're going out here getting a Mercedes and baby, you need to be in a Toyota, you need to be thinking.
Yeah.
Mercedes is premium gas, baby. That Toyota is regular.
Okay. Okay. And a lot of times I think people look at they look at the celebrity or they look at the lifestyle, and people are so envious. Sometimes people are envious of it. But I'm like, if you actually had a conversation and figured out what these people went through, you'll be like, it's okay. I'm
Mm-hmm.
good with whatever I got.
Let me tell you,
That's why I'm
because
like, they be trying to paint Royce as a hater, but Royce is like, no, I have this and I have that on my own. You can't take something that I'm paying for in my name, and I was the one that built this brick by brick.
right. Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot
So
to be said.
hey, kudos to Royce. I mean, Royce tried to tell y'all. So now
Hmm.
baby girl around here now about to the new wife, but soon to be ex-wife, is about to be down here now facing a judge for some drug charges probably.
And why
Cause
would
she
you
done
get
went
on?
around and showed them people, baby, her bag of narcotics. And you ain't gonna sit here and tell me, ma'am. And you can't flip that no kind of way and tell me that was baking soda that you was using as a prop.
But technically, I I feel like technically, if they didn't pick it up, they don't know what it is. So it's circumstantial evidence.
You
But
better use your law and order degree.
okay, I watched 2 episodes back to back this week, girl.
You better use your law and order degree.
But yeah, but
Well,
I don't know. Like I said, I hate that she put herself in that situation. I don't know her like that, but I hate that she put herself in that situation. But sometimes we have to take heed to what other people are saying and
mm-hmm,
realize where it is actually coming from. Because, like I said, everybody's not trying to be a hater. Some people
right.
see things that you don't necessarily see, and they want the best for you. And I
Mm-hmm.
guess sometimes when you ain't around people that want the best for you, you think everybody is hating. And you need to realize, like, you
Everybody
have to
ain't
change
hating.
your whole mindset about it. Because,
Mm-hmm.
like you said, everybody ain't hating. Some
Mm-mm.
people are like, are you not seeing the warning signs?
Whoopi said on that movie, girl, you was in danger.
And if you know that he's being lying and doing all of this stuff to someone else,
Mm-hmm.
I said this repeatedly. Do not ever in your mind think that they won't do the same thing to you.
Right.
You may be friends with them today, but if you are sitting around watching somebody lie on somebody constantly doing all of this stuff, and you're like, oh, it's just them, da 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 da, whatever excuse that you put in your head that you're fine with, when them tables turn, don't
And
say
what they do,
anything.
they turn
Yeah, don't say anything
quickly.
because people tried to warn you, but now, because you thought whatever it is was better than that, they ain't gonna do me like that. They ain't gonna do me, baby. People will do you however they do you.
That
It's
part.
it's in them. It's in. If it ain't in them, they wouldn't do it. It's in
Facts.
them.
That's facts. So, baby girl, I hope you got you a good lawyer.
Yeah, cause whew,
You gonna need it.
you gonna need some.
You better call Judge Maybelline. Hey, you at this point, you better see if Johnny Cochran can come back from the grave, baby, and help you out. Cause this is not ain't the
Not
books
Johnny.
at this point. She needs somebody that's just a little more seasoned in the courtroom. Just saying.
She. They have to test it. She need to get rid of. She need to get rid of that.
She need
She
whatever it is she
she
need
need
to
to
do.
get rid of it.
She need to get rid of the car that she did that video in.
Okay. Be like,
The
you know
clothes.
what? Let me go get everything vacuum.
Mm-mm.
Let me throw a little tank of water in some stuff. Let me just
Mm-mm.
get a good
Nope.
get a good detail
Uh-uh.
about this car.
Nope. Trade that car in, baby. Go and get you
You
another one.
said trade
Trade
it
it
off of
in.
they ain't gonna do no
Matter of
find the
fact,
VIN number.
set it on blaze. I don't care what you do.
We do not promote crimes on this
We
podcast.
don't promote it. But when you we got to be call a thing, beloved. And when you done sat up there and done filmed a whole 15-minute rant on the I and the G or whoever TikTok, whatever it was she was on, baby, you don't need whatever that car is, clothing, car, phone, all that stuff, baby. You need to,
Yeah.
baby, let
Let it go. Let it
Let it
go.
go. Let it go. Is what you need to do.
Yeah.
Because the cards ain't in your favor, baby. Just saying.
Yeah, just pay attention. Now sometimes don't get me wrong, sometimes people be lying. Do not get it twisted. I'm not saying that everybody is always honest, but what I am saying is that Royce has been very, even prior to them getting together, Royce has been very vocal about who Dwight Howard is to her and how she feel about this man.
Again, Roy's been consistent.
Mhm.
So we can't
So for
even
you
be
to just
mad at the
pop up
girl.
one day and be like, "Oh, she's mad that he's married." No, if you paid
Mm-mm.
attention to Royce, Royce does not care
Roy's been talking
about.
about this since when the first basketball wild they were down there in Miami. Uh, let's say 2008. She been talking about this.
When did it? That was.
It could have been 8, maybe even 10 or whatever.
You want to be on top? I don't know why I'm thinking about that. When did Royce? Come on, thingy.
And that was
Let me
during the
look at
first year.
basketball. Yeah,
I,
this is Miami.
I feel like that was that first year when they had Susie on there.
Hmm. Yeah, she was on the first season of Basketball Wives.
What year?
Basketball Wives Miami. Wives Miami. First of all, I need to learn how to spell,
Oh
and
my,
that will go a long way. So it
a
came out in
long way.
2010.
Twin. Okay, I knew it was something like that.
So you was close.
That was close. I knew it was 8 or 10 when it came out.
But yeah, she was one of the originals
Yeah, I thought she
of
was on
that.
there with Susie.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But
So
yeah,
yeah. Oh well.
so in other trending topic, political news, and also the last topic for tonight. So Jasmine Crockett lost in the primaries, Democratic primaries for U.S. Senator for Texas. There are some people that are saying that because Tellerico, I hope I'm saying his name right,
Mm-hmm.
um, you know, um, got a great majority of the white and Hispanic vote, that he needs to earn his vote to the black people. Some people are suggesting write-ins. Some people are suggesting not voting at all. For I guess for that particular category. Um, and some people are like, "Wait, hold on. Like, why would we not vote?" I know we had a brief discussion about this. Um, I am of the mindset that I understand the frustration. I don't think now is the time to not vote at all.
Right.
But I understand the frustration of someone saying you keep on, because my let me tell you what my dilemma is, because I posted this on TikTok many of times. My dilemma is this, and obviously I'm not in Texas. I'm not voting, so it in Texas, so it's irrelevant in because I'm outside of Texas. So I'm still going to be casting my vote during during the midterm elections, for whoever is on the ballot. Um, but this is my issue with people in general. People sit up here on Al Gore's internet and they complain that certain people get to run amok and do whatever they want to do, and nobody is voicing their opinion. They want all of a sudden now you want Obama, you want Kamala, you want everybody to stand up and say something. Um, But then when you had a choice to vote for someone that has stood on business many a times, have confronted many a times, and is very well educated, is already used to, you know, um, the politics in DC, not just Texas, the politics in DC. For you to then, and don't get me wrong, to me, the vote was very close. I don't know how anybody else feels. I feel like it was still close. Um, to me, it's a slap in the face because you complain that no one's doing anything, and you still would choose someone that may not do anything because you feel like that person is safe. And I don't like that for us at all. I don't like that in any capacity. I don't care if it's a job. I don't care if it's a Sunday school. I don't care what politics, whatever it is. I don't care if it's on the HOA board, whatever it is. I do not care. You keep on saying you want somebody to do something, but you keep picking people that are not even likely to do anything because you're like, well, they make everybody else feel better. And I don't like that. So express your thoughts because you look like you got some things to say.
My thing is this: we can't say don't go out and vote, because us not going out to vote is really not going to help the situation, because we're still going to be complaining about nobody cares about us. Again, I'm not in Texas, so
Yeah.
but I do know, just Jasmine. I know she's a true seeker. She tells it like it is. She's, again, educated, this, that, and the third. But I feel like when it comes to politics, is that we as African Americans are not going to get at that a certain level of, what was it? This was the Senate, not Congress. Was it Congress?
This the Senate. It was Senate.
Senate. I feel like we can't. They want us at a certain level.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the way it is. You're gonna be at probably good state level. That's good enough for you. Whatever it is, your district, that's good enough for you. You're not gonna go no further. However, and just because somebody voted Democrat doesn't mean that they necessarily gonna have our best interest in mind.
Mm-hmm.
And so clearly, the people that voted for the other guy felt that he had their best interest in mind. Now,
Well, some people also thought that not necessarily he had the best interest in mind. They thought that he was able to pull more moderates and possibly pull some conservatives. So, to take the win.
and I think we at a point now in politics where we kind of have to weigh our options, because what we have going on now in this political world, and the commander in chief and all his little friends and all of that stuff, we have to vote,
Shenanigans.
and the certified shenanigans and fuckery, is that we have to vote for somebody. And I'm not saying that Jasmine couldn't be that person, but I feel we have to have somebody that's going to be able to pull in everybody. And that person may not necessarily look like us, but again, because I think this went back to when Kamala was running against 45, 47. And I remember when because although she was late getting in the race, and it even might have been with Joe Biden, when they was like, he needs to earn our vote. God damn it, how many times these folks got to earn our vote? And what's the guidelines into earning our vote? You see what I'm saying? What is it that we're looking at for people to say, If I'm going to vote for you, these are the guidelines, and this is what you have to do to earn my vote. Because it clearly it didn't work the last time because some I guess she didn't win, but now we're suffering because people now want her to run and want the other folks to run. But when you had them, you didn't appreciate them,
Okay.
and when they was running, you didn't vote. So now we are like, okay, we tried to tell y'all. Now you suffer the consequences and going forward. Okay, now let's just sit up and say, okay, don't go vote. That's what got us in, some of us in the situation we in now.
Yeah.
Our ancestors did not fight for us to vote, for us to say, don't go out and vote, and they got to earn your vote. You are of sound mind and body. You should have enough critical thinking skills and enough sense to say, I'm going to vote for X, Y, and Z. Whether that's Democrat, Republican, or Independent. You should vote for what matters to you. The
Of
last
course.
election we had, I knew what I was voting for. And I'm not ashamed to say I voted for Kamala because I
I
knew
voted for her too.
my vote, I was voting for those that's coming behind me, which is my nieces and nephews, because
Yeah.
I'm voting for them
Hmm.
because I want things to be better for them. So now we have a person in office that really don't care about us nor the ones that are behind us. So now it's like, okay, we have to sit up here, pay attention to who's running and what their values are and go from there. But saying don't get out there and vote at this point, whether it was Jasmine or that other man, clearly Democrat is going to be in that seat. She can try again.
I'm hoping it's blue.
I mean,
Yeah.
the thing is, because I think what's going on now is that those in politics are scared now because things could potentially shift for them. You have people now in positions in Congress and in the Senate that are hella old, that look like they are on the verge of dying. When palliative need to be called in and they need to be going over goals of
Not
care.
palliative care.
Yes,
Mm,
ma'am. When they be going over goals, they too old to be in there making laws. Cause them the laws that they sitting here making, they ain't gonna live to see them. Why we letting them people that's damn near 80 years old make laws that's gonna go into effect and that's gonna hurt the next generation for 5 or 10 years, and they gonna be dead, resting wherever they gonna rest. I'm just saying. So be smart and get out there and vote. Cause I hate when people say I ain't voting. My vote don't matter. Well, your vote matters, but when you don't vote and you get up here and complain about XYZ and they pull them damn voting records and you didn't go to nobody, you didn't go to the general election, you didn't go to the main election, you didn't go to runoff, you ain't went to shit.
And this is my thing about when people say that it doesn't matter about voting. If it didn't matter, people wouldn't have pushed so hard for you to not be able to vote. People literally died for us to be able to vote, especially being a black person and then also being a woman at that, a black woman. You people fought and died for us the ability to vote. Now, with that also being said, the whole pull everybody in and things of that nature, people also need to stop being, how should I say this, let's just say me, for example, say for instance, there's another version of me. I don't like dogs, but you mad at me, and the other person is also like me and they don't like dogs. But you mad at me for not liking dogs, but you not mad at them for not liking dogs. Cause that's pretty much what happened also with the Kamala situation. People are like, but what about this right here? And what about Israel? And what about this? And what about that? But you weren't listening. You didn't hear somebody else on the other side say something different. They weren't agreeing with you either, or they weren't saying the same thing that you believe either. But you was okay with that. But
People have, this is the
you ain't
thing.
okay with it from that person. And it kind of
Mhm.
reminds me of a situation when the people are like, "Oh my goodness, my grandmama wanted me to pay them $200 a month to uh to keep my kids. I ain't paying my grandmama $200 a month to keep my kids. I'm about to go pay somebody $800. You dumb. You sound dumb. I need you to understand that that's very dumb and ignorant because it makes no sense at all. So you willing to basically blow up the whole situation because you want somebody to agree with you on one issue and the other person across the aisle ain't agreeing about that issue either with you. They don't have the same opinion you have. And clearly we all know how this is turning out.
Whatever I hear, because wow, clearly 45, 47 said whatever he said about the war. What? Well, let's go back again. What was in Project 2025 or whatever that book was? They said all of that stuff is coming to pass. So again, the man told us what he was going to do. The, his whole crew
Well,
done
he
laid it.
originally said he had nothing to do with it.
And he the same one saying he don't even know why we fighting over there and he don't know the people. And he the same one said he ain't got time to learn Spanish. So again,
And the same one that started war but won a Nobel Peace Prize, baby.
so again, y'all want to sit here and take what he say as the gospel truth. Here we are, the man, which I'm still like an ass about when he talk about gas $1.80 some shit. No, sir. Gas now is $3.80. Prices are going up. But see, he don't care because it's benefiting him. So now, since they chose, because that since they want Kamala, they want hell, even Michelle Obama to run. They probably even want Jill Biden to damn run. At this point, they probably didn't take Hunter Biden to run, and they know he
You said not Hunter.
again. This same, this
Okay,
is the
felon for felon. Might as well. Might
might as
as
well.
well.
Because let me tell you, Hunter, you'll get it. And let me tell you this, you get my vote. This is the same man that we are putting our trust in that said Queen Elizabeth ought to pardon her son. The queen been dead 4, 5 years. Less than that, might not even been that long. Woman probably been dead 3 years. She can't pardon nobody. And she dead. So that goes to show you just how in tune this man is. This is the same man that served the gold medal folks in the hockey, McDonald's. But some folks think that our vote don't matter and that we need to get people to earn our vote. No, we need to become educated about what our vote is and who we're voting for and stand on it.
And
Because
their
again,
record.
you stand on it because you can be either way. But as long as you get your ass out there and vote, that's all that matters is vote.
Yeah.
Don't go in there and write nobody's name down. I write down Susan's name, you write down Lucy's name, and they how many Lucy's and Susans we know that's gonna make up and they're gonna be in the runoff? None. You just done sat there and wrote somebody's name in there as a jackass and thinking it's gonna do something. I'd much rather you go down there and vote for somebody. then write somebody's name in. So
Also, I get real nervous when I vote. Like, I want to make sure that I'm vote for everything because I feel like it's one of those situations where it's like, if you don't complete the application, it's not valid.
and good night, people.
So that's how I feel. I feel like it's not a complete application. So
I mean, I just feel like I just need the people to. I think again, common sense is not so common, and at the end of the day, people, you need to be out there voting. That's just. I mean, that's just the bottom line. Is get out there and vote and exercise your right to vote. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, and clearly these last elections have shown us uh we got a long way to go.
Mm-hmm.
And before long, we're gonna lose our damn right to vote because they already restructuring certain zones so they can win. And see, folks ain't even paying attention to that. That
And
they
also
restructuring.
the Save Act as well. They're trying to do the Save Act where you have to, present all of this identification, certain types of identification. Luckily, you and I both have a passport, so that's perfectly fine for us.
Mm-hmm.
But not everybody
Gotta have
listen.
one.
That's almost $200.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody ain't got $200 to just be out here.
Not at all. So again, they're making it harder
Mm-hmm.
for us to vote. And they're trying to make things where they can benefit from votes.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to pay attention to the small things that they're doing because those things are hidden in things, hidden
Mm-hmm.
in publications, hidden in the
Yep.
news. Those things there are not out in the open. So therefore, you have to pay attention to what is going on and make sound decisions on those, you know,
Yeah.
on your vote. So Texas, hope you do right. Get Governor Hot Wheels out of there maybe next, and hey, and maybe we can have, we can change the world.
Yeah. We
That
can flip it. We can flip the Senate.
if we do what we got to do, we can. Just
Yep.
saying.
And stop wanting people to be passable, but then wanting people to be bold. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way.
Again, people. We have to
Now, I'm
become
not saying it can't happen, but I'm just saying typically it don't work that way.
well, and again, we are living in a world now where things are just so unpredictable and we
Mm-hmm.
don't know which way. Honey,
Yeah.
we at the war. People say that they don't know how long this war gonna end. Well, somebody said 4 weeks. Somebody said he don't know. At the end of the day gonna end with a war, and we just don't know.
Yeah.
That's shout out to our good sis Gloria Hallelujah Woods that said at the end of the day gonna end. And at this point, baby, at the end of the day, we're gonna still be at war. So again, educate yourself,
Yeah.
uh, and don't be distracted by all this other stuff. Cause again, we still got a president that is listed 50 times 45 times 3 or whatever it is math you need, this new math that you need to do is in them documents. So don't be
Allegedly, we're gonna say
distracted.
allegedly.
Well, allegedly, but they done redacted it and did everything, so he in there. The pictures don't lie.
I'm just saying for legal purposes, we gonna say
Okay, allegedly.
allegedly because
Allegedly.
we don't want to be
So
sued.
no, they ain't gonna get shit from me. So allegedly.
But yeah, but like it's so many people now that's like, oh yeah, this is what we voted for. Like I literally saw so many comments today, like this is what we voted for, and I was like, no, y'all was complaining about the price of eggs. Ain't no way you was paying you excited about $4 gas. Ain't no way you okay with $4 gas when you was complaining about your eggs.
That part. So do you want pay 12? You rather pay $4 for a gallon of gas, damn near $5 versus what? $8 a dozen of eggs or whatever eggs cost. What was they going up to? What was
I
they at?
don't know, but you ain't even gotta eat eggs. But you, unless you got a electric vehicle or something, you gotta pay for that gas, baby. You gotta get that gas because you ain't gotta eat eggs. There's alternatives. You
But
can
you
get
need
the eggs
gas.
out the carton, baby. You can get them. You can get the water eggs. Ain't
Pilot
nobody
eggs if
asked
you
you to
want
buy the
it.
cartons. I mean, ain't nobody asked you to buy a dozen of eggs.
I buy a dozen eggs probably once a year. And that's only when Pop still come in time because we know they like to eat eggs. Other than that,
Well, I bought a half a dozen of eggs, and I still be throwing them away, throwing some away.
that part.
And I remember when they used to be like 80 some cents. Then
Mm.
they done went up. They had went up to like $3 or something like that. I said this is ridiculous. But now they
See?
back down to like $1.50.
But I
But they
need my
still less
gas
than a
because,
hundred. Okay.
again, I need my gas. And I got to get to work. So therefore, gas go up to about $4 a gallon to $5 a gallon. I'm just going to work and home. And then,
Okay.
and if I go to the grocery, I feel like I need to leave the car running to go in the grocery store and get some. So I don't waste gas.
Be like Instacart. I rather pay them extra 10 $15 to Instacart than use my good gas. Hmm.
That part. So hey, do your research, people.
Yep.
Do your research.
Um. Also, we didn't post the other day, but it was International Women's Day.
Yes, I
I
have two
believe this
posts
is
that I
also
failed
Women's
to put in
Month
there.
as well. I
Mm-hmm.
believe.
Mm-hmm.
So just think of some of the people that inspire you in your daily life or inspired you as a kid or the women in your life that are important to you, encourage you, support you, whatever it is. So make sure you always let the people know, because sometimes people need to be reminded that you appreciate them,
That
because you
part.
may think that other people are telling them that, but that's not always the case. So
True.
if you appreciate, admire someone um, in this Women History Month, uh, please let them know.
Mm-hmm.
Please let them know.
Let them know.
And I'm not saying don't acknowledge the men or anything, but it's not your month. That's all I'm saying. Whenever it's your month, we can talk about that too.
We
But
got you.
yeah, we got you. But this isn't your month. So if
That
you,
right.
like I said, you have someone in your life that rocks with you, supports you, that you admire, that has provided advice, guidance, whatever it is, let them know.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I said, you think that people are constantly telling them this or they know this. Not everybody knows this. And
Mm-mm.
it's also, you never know what someone is going through, and that could be a spark that they needed to keep on going, to continue to reach their dreams and goals. So just
True.
always stay just
Show
think about those
appreciation.
people.
Right.
Yes, show appreciation.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, for episode number 55 of Real Life is Friends podcast, I am one of your hosts, Kimberly.
Meela.
And again, we are when the group chat makes it into a podcast. And it's been real, it's been life ish. And
That's
now we must
facts.
and now we must go. And I don't know why this thing never works.